Good morning, everyone. I'm Hojajo. Now I will present about business scenario. Our company case is Mega Build Construction, a PPE manufacturer producing safety helmets from the construction industry. The main challenges we face are fluctuating raw material price, uncertain demand, and production bottlenecks. Our objectives are threefold: streamline production and inventory, optimize profit under cost volatility, and ensure full ERP integration from sales through manufacturing to accounting. For this project, we use Odoo Online version 16 free trial. We create user roles for sales, purchasing, production, and accounting. The modules we enable were sales, inventory, and purchase, manufacturing, and accounting. This setup allows us to simulate a complete end-to-end ERP workflow.
Hi, my name is Salman Tahir, student ID I24026292, and I'll be showcasing the sales and distribution and the procurement and vendor part of the system. I'll be going through all the different modules that we have configured and all the different products, vendors, or customers that we have created. Firstly, let's start with the customer module. So we have created a bunch of customers, and for example, this one on screen is Mega Build Construction with all the details and a custom contact that can be assigned to be invoicing, delivery, or anything. But this is a showcase of a customer. Next up, we have the products. We have a few different categories of products. One of them is finished goods, which are the final deliverable products. As you can see, we have a safety helmet here and all the different details about whether it's storable, how's it invoiced, and what's the sales price, the tax, the cost. Everything is configured here. And later on, we will have a look at the raw material products that are used to create this finished product in the manufacturing line. Here we have the raw product, which is ABS plastic in this case, which is used in the safety helmet, the finished product showcased before. And once again, it has all the details as shown on the screen. And once again, this raw material will be used later on in the manufacturing line to create the finished products of the safety helmets. Next up, we have the quotation, which is sort of the core or the first uh, piece in a sales uh, workflow. In the sales configuration module, we can set up a quotation for a specific customer for a specific product, and it has all the details like when is the quotation supposed to expire, when it's not valid anymore, the prices, the products ordered, and the amount they are ordered in. Of course, this is once again the first step in the entire sales workflow. And this quotation, as you can see here on the top right, this quotation will be sent forward, it will be confirmed, and it will be converted into the sales order, like showcased in the next slide. Here we can see that once a quotation has been sent and confirmed, it gets converted to a sales order, which is essentially now an order to fulfill the sales by moving it forward to delivery. Now, once the sales order is successfully processed, it will move on to become a delivery order, which is essentially the finalization of delivering the goods as discussed in the sales order. And it will show all the details like when is it scheduled, and what is the demand, what is the quantity, and all the other details as shown on the screen. Then once that's the sales order and delivery is taken care of, we finally generate the invoices. This one is a customer invoice which will be sent to the customer to confirm this is the amount they are due, and it will be processed in the next stage. In this final stage of this workflow, once the customer has confirmed that the payment has been made, the invoice can be updated and it will show the status of the payment as made, and that can be forwarded to register our payment and make the balance in the accounts. Moving on to the inventory and purchase side of things, the first entity we created is a vendor. This is, for example, Sharp World, which provides nylon straps as a raw material, which is bought by the company and utilized in creating finished products. This is a vendor that can be used in sales orders and so on. One of the great things about the Odoo ERP is that we can set automated custom rules. For example, reordering rules, right? The one on the screen, we can see that for a certain product, it will look at how much do we have on hand, what is the forecast, and what's the minimum quantity to keep and what's the max quantity to order. And as you can see on the screen, it sort of concluded that it's supposed to order 100 more, and this way reordering rules can be set up for different products, and the system can automatically, because this is attached to a vendor, so it can automatically place more orders when required. Then moving on, this is a bill. Usually after a purchase order, when we have received the products from a vendor, the bill is produced. And lastly, through this interface, we can see the stock move. So it will track how much stock has moved, how much has been ordered more, and how much has moved on to say sales requests, or maybe if it's a raw material, so it has moved to manufacturing to create finished products and so on. It's all tracked here. Thank you, and I'll be passing it on to my member now.
To configure manufacturing, we first created the bill of material for the safety helmet, which includes ABS plastic, foam padding, and neon strap. We define routing with two key steps. First is molding and assembly. For costing, we set up two road center, molding at 100 rm per hour and assembly at 18 rm per hour. This form the foundation for our manufacturing process in Odoo. Then for the next step, we using Odoo Master Production Schedule and MRP, we plan for a batch of 1K safety helmet when the manufacturing order was created. Odoo exploded the BOM into raw material requirements and check availability. Work order were then executed in sequence, molding first, followed by assembly. Once complete finished helmet were moved to stock ready for delivery. Here is our end-to-end flow. We start with a sale order which trigger a manufacturing order. The BOM then explodes into component requirement. If stock is insufficient, we will generate purchase order manually. Work order are executed, finished good moved to stock, and a delivery date is validated. Finally, an invoice is posted and accounting entry are created. This shows how Odoo modules are fully integrated, ensuring seamless data flow. In our first simulation, we increased the cost of ABS plastic by 50%. As a result, the unit cost of helmet rose from Rm 5.1 ringgit to Rm 5.48 ringgit. Profit margin dropped slightly from 91.8% to 19.9%. This shows that raw material inflation affect profitability, but under our current cost structure, the business remains highly profitable. The second simulation, we reduce sale volume by 20% from 1,000 to 800 units. Revenue dropped from 60,000 ringgit to 48,000 ringgit, and profit fell by Rm 10,979 ringgit. Unit cost remained the same, but total profit was significantly reduced. This highlights the importance of volume planning and demand forecasting in ERP operation.
This is the customer payment follow-up, which will remind customer when they due the payment due, and based on the date, and it's automatic. And this is the payment term, which we have few terms based on the payment. This is the cash discount, which 2/7 net 30, which one of the discount which user pay before the due. And this has shown the user allowed to get the due because they pay before the due. This is the invoice and credit notes. Credit note is issued to a customer for correction or refund or something like that. And invoice is issued to the customer from the sales order or manually key in. So a balance sheet is used to show the company financial position at the point in the same time for the asset liability, and equity useful to confirm the inventory payable and the retail earning. So in our case, the balance sheet on 911 shows total asset of 227K 840 ringgit 20 cent, made up of the mainly of variable and current bank cash balance with 1,444 ringgit 87 cents and the prepayment of 28k 395 ringgit 33 cents. Liability are relative low at 21k 868 ringgit 20 cents consists of SST payable 21k 838 ringgit 20 cents and tradable 30 ringgit. This leaves the company in a strong net asset position, confirming that Safeguard Hammer holds sufficient working capital and financial stability to supporting ongoing operation. This is the cash flow statement which tracks the cash inflow and outflow from the operation. Investing and finance demonstrate whether the business generates enough cash to support the operation or not. General ledger is the detailed master book of all finance transactions organized by account, useful for the audit and tracing journal and diary for the sales, purchase and manufacturing. For our case, the general ledger saw the integration of the operation into finance, capturing 1k 550 expenses, 80 ringgit discount, 38k 400 product sales, 182k 500 trade income and 21k 800 SST, 13k salary, plus the vendor bill and the bank transaction, providing seamless flow from the operation to the accounting. Journal report is displayed detailed journal entity created by the transaction for the operating flow with the financial posting.
This shows full integration with test report based on 218,382 ringgit and RM 21,838.2 cent ringgit SST. Junior entry of RM 2,000 petty cash RM 41 215 customer payment and RM 30,000 salary and RM 34 935 ringgit vendor receipt. RM 2,500 miss plus last invoice like RM 66,000 safety helmet providing accurate receivable and compliance.
Profit and loss is the summary revenue and expenses over a period, giving to the net profit. This report provides the fixed cost state for the CV analyst. This is the trial balance, lists all accounts with their debt and credit balance used to check the accounting system in mathematically correct before produced to a final report. The September 2025 trial balance confirm accurate with the total debt and credit 257,198.20 cents, highlight staff salary 30k, sales 38k 400, trade income 182k 500 ringgit, SST 21.83820 cents, asset with the cash 2,000 and receivable 198k, balance against the liability AP IM 300 and outstanding 1,930. The tax report shows tax collect and pay important for compliance and collecting tax liability with the government filing based on Malaysia.
Now we're talking about CVP analysis. Getting selling price from sales app, open sales, product, and select safety helmet, price equals 16 ringgit per unit. Second, get variable cost from manufacturing apps, open manufacturing, go to product and select safety helmet, open its BOM of material. Total RM 5 ringgit point 73 cents per unit. Third, get fixed cost from accounting apps. Open accounting, go to reporting, select profit and loss. Look under expenses for fixed overhead like rent, salary, utilities. Its total RM 1,072 8 ringgit. Fourth, do the calculation from SB, VC, and FC. Then calculate the contribute margin. Formula like CM equal SB minus VC. So it's 16 minus 5 ringgit point 73 cent. Total margin is 54.27 cent. Then calculate break-even point. Formula is FC divided by CM. Example, 1072.8 divide 54.27. Nearest is 31 unit.
7.4 automatic profit alert 3 is the overtime labor cost alert. Manual by first go to manufacturing order, the MO, and if you want to set the alert like more than 1,000, we go to the MO, go to the activity, click the clock icon, Click a schedule activity, then we set the summary like the profit alert, overtime level more than 1,000 and assign to the manager, and this will automatically alert the manager